We'll get a final update on West Park Extension.
Thank you. I'm gonna probably just go through these plans. There's some 30 sheets in this. I'm gonna quickly kind of go through it and hit some of the points, and I'll have a couple questions for the trustees on this also. So we have been working through the design of this project, and there's been some setbacks in terms of timing. We met with the Hamilton County Flood Department. They were requiring more than we could possibly do. I guess we could do, but it would cost a lot more money. So in essence, what's happened is there is a line located right here, which is the floodway of the Great Miami River, and we have to keep everything out of that area. In the past, you could excavate and create more of a void, and that was okay to do that. But now, if we do anything out there, if we were to hog out any material that would improve the flow of the river, you have to do a HEC-RAS study. It's a Corps of Engineers program that you have to do, and it's quite costly, and it's kind of, in our opinion, ridiculous. So right now we've got this thing set up so that we can manage the site and stay out of that floodway. So we're working through that issue. We also had the geotech work done, which they did find some possible uncontrolled fill in the area, and we're going to, when we put the bid out, we are going to have a line item for that to, if we have to excavate and replace, we're going to do that. So we have that line item in there, and we'll have the geotech hired on this to monitor the soil conditions and, of course, the sub-base of the pavements and so forth. So if you want to, Kim, if you want to go, just kind of go to the next page. So this is the existing conditions. Another aspect was the Cleese water main that's running through there. We really didn't know that till earlier this year. So that project is off to go, and that'll be out of the way. So this is the existing conditions sheet. So go next page. So this is the site plan, and what this shows is the pavement thicknesses and the dimensions and where things are located. You can see on the right in the center of the map that there's a parking facility, 2 facilities there, and then there's 2 pickleball courts, some seating areas, and a fitness court that will be constructed along with a pavilion. We will have restroom areas just as it's set up, just as it is in the existing park, and we'll have additional walking paths. Now we show a walking path above that floodway line. What that is, that's going to be a clearing of a path. It'll be a grass path. After meeting with and talking to the flood control administrator, we would just create a grass path through there. It won't be a mulch path. We're not going to do a mulch path. So go to the next sheet, please. And this is just a blow up of the baseball field with the backstops and the baseball players' benches, and then also bleachers. And we also have another restroom facility proposed there. And so there will be foot access to the East Miami River Road that will be also be used for any kind of emergency conditions for emergency vehicles to get through there. Go to the next page, please. Now I'm going to kind of try to go through this fast. That's more of a blow up of what we're proposing, more detailed fashion. As I mentioned, the right is the pickleball courts, and then in the center, and I'm going to go up here. This will be the fitness pad, and then this will be the playground area with a pavilion, an overlook pergola, and then some seating area. That's what is proposed right now for that. Go to the next page, Kim. This is just engineering stuff showing the storm drainage and the storm pipes. Go to the next page, please. This is just the grading of how the site's going to grade. Currently, the grade is going to be the 100-year is the 494.4. And put this out here. And this will be at 486, 87, 88 in that area, and this will be at 485. So this sits higher than the existing ball fields as you see it down there currently in the existing condition. Go to the next page, please. Another scene of the grading of the site plan. Keep going. Keep going. These are all the pertinent details that engineering details that needs to be provided so that the thing can get constructed per plan. Keep going. This is erosion control details measurements of how to, and then we're getting into more of the detailed product that's going to be built. Keep going. And then all of this, as you can see, the leader lines that go to certain areas. We will have flag poles in the center area here, in this area, and we've taken the historical monument and moving it up into here also. We're working through that right now currently with the appropriate agency. So go to the next page, please. And then just some more details of this. I could go into detail of this, but we'd be here for an hour and a half. So that's why I'm quite quickly getting through this thing. So go to the next page, please. And these are the photos of the equipment that's proposed to be installed for the playground area. Next photo. One of the things that we did at Pat and June Park is these things here, as simple as they are, is a must. The kids love it. They climb on that thing, even some of the adults. So that'll be a part of this function of this playground also. Go to the next slide. And then just some more details of the different benches and picnic tables. Keep going. And then some more details of what was proposed for flagpoles. I'm going to go back one. And then the bike racks we're proposing, and of course the grill that we're proposing on there. And then we have 3 water fountains were proposed on this area. And then you can see the historical marker up top. Go to the next, please. And then these are the swings that are proposed, along with the double-sided entry sign. Go to the next one. And then this is the proposed pavilion. Go to the next one. And then this one here, which I would like the trustees to chime in on a little. We are proposing a horse fence, a two-panel horse fence. One, it'll be less cost, and 2, it'll be a little bit better construction than what the split rail that's been out there. So,
And it's vinyl, Mark?
Please.
It's vinyl?
Vinyl, yes.
And where exactly is that located?
We'll go ahead and let me get through this, and then I'll go back to that one. It's along the frontage of the road, just like the existing. Yeah. So it's along the frontage of the road. It'll still give that country look to it, but we still will also have the chain link, the black coated, vinyl coated chain link fence for the ball fields, and we will have the aluminum fence that's up top there, the fence panel for the playground area, just like we have down at Pat and June Park. Go to the next one. And then just some more details of so like take for instance this bleacher, like the pavilion and the bleacher, that has to be designed and permitted by the contractor. They will permit that and have a design engineer design, because some of these things were located within the special flood hazard area, the 100-year. So you have to provide engineering data for buoyancy effect of it, which is nothing's going to float away because it just doesn't happen. So just as we have the existing condition of the park. So go to the next page. And just some more details of the fencing. That mostly like the detail up in the upper right, the detail that would go around the pickleball courts. Next one. And then this is the pergola that we're proposing on here for the overlook aspect of it, to overlook the river. Go to the next one. And this is the landscaping plan of the landscaping. We're looking to keep more trees and shrubbery on this. So go to the next one. And just some more details through there. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. And these are just details, standard details of the landscaping that the landscaper has to follow. Is that it, or we got another one?
Yeah, 2 more. 3 more.
Okay. Go to the next one. I have been fighting a cold. Yes, these are just details and notes. Continue. That's it? That's it, Kim?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So we have submitted these plans for permit, knowing that we will get comments back from the 3 different jurisdictions that we submit these plans to.
Could we leave one of those up, like just the main,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
main,
Okay, hold on.
just one of the main layouts or whatever? Sorry, go ahead. You said submit for comments for the three different.
Yes, so we've submitted it to Public Works for storm drainage, and then the flood administrator for the special flood hazard permit, and then also the Hamilton County Soil and Erosion District for earthwork. So the thing is, I mentioned earlier, the geotech revealed some possible uncontrolled fill out there, which we're going to have to manage, and we can't do it until we start doing it or understand it, because it's just something we're going to have to deal with through there. If the only way you can overcome something like that is you just do a bunch of borings everywhere, and that's be costly. So that's in the nature of what we're doing. If you want to go back, let's go to, keep going.
Say again?
Keep going on another sheet until I say stop. Keep going. Okay, go back one. Go back another. So to answer your question, Mike, the fence will be running along here, right there. And then that's the existing fence that you could continue on, on the existing park if the trustees so desire to choose to do that. So, and then we have a fence line running through here. The ball field's a good 150 feet away from the edge. The batter's home plate, basically. So,
I know you discussed an elevation, and obviously this last spring was kind of a unique flood. But if we had that today, how much would this be impacted or not?
I don't recall how far that got up this spring, but this would probably be weathering that pretty good up in this area. This is the highest area of the site.
But I mean, I'm talking this whole new, extension.
What's that?
Like the whole West Park expansion, like not just the ball field, but the ball field, the play, the pickleball,
Yeah. So right now, the existing soccer field's at an elevation 480, and you can't have it flat. You got to have it kind of tiered because of different elevations you need to meet and all that. So the existing soccer field's at 480. The playground area is at 488. The 100-year is at 494. And
but the soccer fields were underwater. I mean,
correct.
It was all the way up the road.
That's been that way. It's done that since we've had this thing built for 11 years. It's done that before.
I understand. I'm just, again, as we were talking about spending $3 million, I'm just trying to think through that.
Mm-hmm.
The above was not underwater. So above the soccer field, the extension was not underwater. Where it's going. Well, East Miami would have been underwater at that point. So it definitely wasn't underwater.
What wasn't? I'm sorry, I didn't follow.
The expansion of the park,
Yeah, no.
it was not underwater.
This area we're talking about.
Yeah.
So it was very.
So like the center field of this field, we're raising that up like 5 feet from what it was. It varies. It's hard to say because it's all different throughout this area in terms of how the thing gets graded in that, because we have to make storm drainage work and we have to make the field flat and all that type of thing. So
the way I see it, there's about 4 or 5 different. So there's the ball field, there's the parking lot, there's the pickleball courts, there's the fitness center or fitness pad or whatever it's called, and then the playground area. Those are kind of 5 different things.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So I don't know if you're going to talk about cost, but previously, again, it was estimated about $3 million.
Correct.
So, I don't know if you have specific numbers or if you can ballpark, but parking lot is, I don't know, 500,000 or 300,000? Do you have some estimates on?
We've not split that out, and the reason is because it all works together. I mean, we can split it out, but like the earthwork could be right now I'm showing it about $460,000. That's everything. I mean, we can split it out, but that's going to take me some time to do all that. But it all works together, so I can't give that number right now.
And then with the geotech, I mean, you're talking about fill, dirt, and backfill and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have an estimate of, or your best guess as to? I mean, I know you're saying we got to just get in there and start boring, but
so
we have a worst case, best case scenario.
So in the number, I'm looking at least 2.8 to 3 to 3.1 for the cost on this. Right, that's where we're still kind of refining these numbers, which we'll have done next week. And I can send this sheet to all 3 trustees tomorrow once I get it done, because I need to meet with Mr. Brett to kind of outline some of the things that are going on now. What we're going to do is in this proposal, there's going to be an unclassified earthwork number that I'm going to have them do. They're going to quote me a number per cubic yard. So I'm going to have 1 cubic yard there. What is your price if we encounter this? That's how I'm going to deal with it. But I'm not going to let the contractor go willy-nilly. I'm going to have the geotech out there saying what we got in that. So there's going to be certain things like that baseball field. If there's some bad quality stuff there, we don't have to worry about full compaction on that. And but where the parking lot is, we do. And that's why we have to have the geotech out there to do the testing. Now, Pat and June, we didn't do it because it's kind of a small park. But this one's a big one. This one is a big one, and that's what we're going to do.
Timeline? Latest, if we have one?
So that's one thing I'm going to work out with Mr. Brett on this also. So we're looking to maybe advertise next Friday, the 29th. If not, it may be the 2nd.
Just depends on when we get it done and how soon we can get it in the Inquirer, and we'll get it on our webpage that day, whenever Mark and I decide that it's ready.
So we're trying to outline what needs to be done before winter hits, because Pat and June, we got hit on that. It really hurt us on that. So we're gonna emphasize to get to a certain point at least, unless in case weather hits us hard. But we're not going to have this done probably till June 1st. That's probably where we're going to be at on this thing, because this one's a little bit bigger than Pat and June, and we went into June.
It's big, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Kim, can you raise this up, please?
I guess I need to ask the trustees, how do you feel about the two rail horse farm fence or a 3-rail?
I like the vinyl fence, and I think it looks good. We have to have a barrier in between the road and our park, and it's going to last a lot longer than a split rail, so I like it.
Yeah, you're asking more 2 versus 3? I mean, the third would be that bottom tier. Does that typically hold up well, kids standing on it and stuff? Or?
It does let kids sit on it, younger kids sit on it, yes. Okay. It does.
Yeah, I think aesthetically 3, in my opinion, looks better, but...
Okay. Just looking for maybe some cost savings.
We were looking.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. I mean, again, I'm always going to ask what something costs before I weigh in. So is it, are we talking $5,000? Are we talking $30,000? Are we, just?
I don't know.
Not really sure.
And again, once we finalize this, I will forward this to you guys next week.
Yeah, I'm happy to weigh in then, but I don't like to weigh in on things if I don't know how much they cost, just in general.
So just so everyone knows, we have been planning this park. It's been at least 6 years ago. Is that correct, Paul? It has been 6 years ago. Before Trustee Roberson and Trustee Volrath came aboard, Trustee Reniger and Trustee Beck and I were all in agreement when we were pursuing the property down there to extend that park. And that was our sole intention, was to extend Miami Township West Park. Our park gets beautiful reviews from people that come in from other communities. It's a win-win for our community and for our kids. They'll always have somewhere to go. So we've been planning this for 6 years. We have the money in TIF We've had it in there. We're very frugal with TIF, but this is exactly why we have, it's the TIF fund, it's called Tax Increment Fund. This is one of the big things we use for TIF is to improve our township, buy equipment for our police and fire, and build parks like this. So this is something that's been going on for years, and it took a long time to get to this point. So go ahead, Mark. Do you have
I'm
anything
done.
else?
If any other questions from the trustees?
I just like, okay, well, I just like to say that I have said this before, and I'll say it again. I am for the park expansion. I think that was a promise that was made, and I think we need to adhere to that. But I'm always going to look at the cost and whether it's the best use of our TIF funds. So, yes, we do have TIF funds available, but we need to prioritize as a board and decide, roads, equipment for fire, whatever else, where the best use of that is. And again, I was for the Pat and June Park, but I was told it was $350,000 to $500,000 and it ended up over $1 million. So I'm just always going to be looking out for the taxpayers when it comes to this. Is a $3 million, and that just scares me a little bit what the experience we just went through with the other park. But I think it's great, and I hope that we can make it look really good.
All right, Mr. Moreland.
Yeah, I'd like to address, and I brought this up months ago. To my knowledge, the park's being built, whether it was a petroleum pipeline went to Gulf Refinery, it was a Mid-Valley or Midwest pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I own property on Jordan Road that I've purchased that actually runs through my property also. I do not know exactly where it goes through the backside of the place, but I'm kind of thinking it might be by the ball diamond, and I could be wrong. What I'm saying is I've contacted them when I purchased this property that I own, and they said that line has been out of commission, tied in at Taylor Road, and went to Gulf Refinery. It's been cut multiple times, but they still have an easement. The property I bought, I can build up there, and someday they might say, hey, we got our easement.
Right.
Just because the line's been cut. So what I'm saying is the township better not get in trouble with an easement, or make sure that line is thoroughly drained. With the EPA today, I don't know what's under the ground in that pipe that I bought. I wonder, all I can do is tell you what they told me. It's been cut in multiple places, but I don't think it's ever been pigeon flushed.
Yeah, so
I don't want the township to get caught up in something here. And I mean, you're a professional, you know the pipeline's there, and I'm sure
Yeah, so
some type of investigation.
the one pipeline is not being affected at all. They had another easement that ran through that they didn't build a pipeline on. And we talked to that company, and they have released those easements,
Okay.
just to let you know that. So we've done our due diligence on that.
But the only other
Very
thing
good,
that
Mark.
we're positive there's no contamination in there, they can guarantee that. I guess they can.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
All right, any more questions? Mr. Beck?
The fencing across the front of the original West Park, is that anticipated to be replaced?
It is.
Like the new fence?
Yes.
And is that part of this bid?
It's not part of the bid. We're keeping.
We were going to go ahead and do that.
We have
We'll pick the
plans for
same
it.
fence, but we were going to go
But
ahead
we're
and
doing it
replace that this
separately,
year.
right?
Yeah.
We're doing it separately.
Wouldn't it be good to get an alternate bid at the same time?
Well, yeah, we're going to do that, but we were doing it separately though. But, so, right, am I correct?
Right,
on
yeah.
that? Okay. That's what I
Actually, yeah, I mean, wouldn't you want it to be consistent and have the same look and the same,
thought. We do want that.
what's that?
We do want
Then
that.
why wouldn't we just include it so we know what all we're doing? That's the first I've heard of it, and I guess if there's other
We've
future
talked
plans.
about it. We've
Okay.
talked about it, and I guess Tim hasn't brought it up yet, so.
Yeah, we just, actually, until
You should get the bid at the same time.
Right. Keep the cost down and spread
What
it.
we can do on that, let it stay on the bid, and then once we get the numbers, and if we get 3, 4, 5 different bids, we'll show all the differences in that. And whoever gets awarded that number, we will go ahead and add on change order to that piece.
So I got to ask, is there anything else that's being kind of planned?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Okay. Nice.
All right, any other questions? All right, thank you, Mark.
Okay.
All right, we took care of everything.